So today was the launch of Season 2 Reloaded in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, which gave us one of the biggest updates that this game has seen yet. We got a brand new Dark Aether Rift and a bunch of new schematics for us to go get. So here today, I'm going to walk you guys through step by step on how you guys can not only unlock the Dark Aether, but get those schematics unlocked as well. So with that, welcome on back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. I appreciate everybody that stops by the video today. If you're into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, please consider rocking that like button and subscribing to the channel, man. We just hit 12,000 subscribers. We're already well on the road to 13, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. So to start this thing off and prepare yourself for unlocking the new Dark Aether Rift, we're gonna have to be doing the new story mission that they just came out with. When you load into a match, this thing will be highlighted. It's in the red tier zone up towards the top of it. Now when you go in here, everything is gonna be at a threat level of 2, so I would advise you guys to at least get your guns to a pack-a-punch of at least level 2 and have a decent ether tool to throw on here. But once you guys get all your perks and your weapons are nice and pack-a-punch, let's go ahead and start that story mission. Now when you come in here, it's gonna be just like the previous Dark Aether. You're gonna have to be going around and completing those seals, although in this Dark Aether they're not gonna tell you where they are. Of course, if you had a Scorcher case, it could make doing this way easier, but if you follow the paths that I'm gonna show you guys right here, it's gonna make it really easy even without the Scorcher case. So when you first spawn in, the closest seal to you is gonna be on the ship that is directly to your left. So when you first spawn in, just go ahead and immediately turn around and make your way to the back of the ship. You're gonna see that there's a billboard sign that you can crawl on top of, and then a truck that you can jump over to get on top of the ship. We'll make your way to the other side of the ship, and there's gonna be a seal there that you can start. Now what this thing is gonna want you to do is melee zombies inside of the circle close to the seal, and once you melee enough of them, you're gonna get the boxing gloves. Once you get the boxing gloves, make your way towards the back of the boat again, and then you can jump off and make your way up north towards the map, go up that main road, and then you're gonna come against another seal. Now once you activate this one, it's gonna want you to get those critical headshots with zombies close to it. And these are honestly done really fast. They only want you to get like maybe 10 or 15 of them. But once you complete this, it's gonna drop you the target. Now as soon as I got the target, I made my way back to the very beginning where I spawned in, and there's gonna be a signal where you're gonna have to go into a building and talk to these people. Well, then an ACV is gonna spawn in, and you're gonna have to ride this thing until it gets to the mall. It will make 2 stops along the way. All you have to do is just kill 1 mimic, and then there's another stop where you just gotta kill off some zombies. But once you reach the mall, what you're gonna want to do is jump off and go towards the river that's at the north, and inside of the river in the middle, you're gonna find another seal. Now this one is a little bit more confusing, but if you just look at the ground, you'll notice like if the ground is on fire, then you're gonna have to use a napalm mod to kill the zombies. Now the mods are gonna be spawning on the seal, but I do believe there is only 1 of each, so use them wisely. But once you kill a bunch of zombies using each one of the mods, it's going to be dropping you the mirror. Once you get your hands on the mirror, go ahead and haul ass back to the ACV. It's gonna be in front of the mall. Now this part is going to be a little bit tricky, and you're going to want to make sure that you have a gas mask. Now don't worry, there is a bunch of ammo replenishing stations inside of the mall. Basically the mall is a big stronghold, and what you're going to have to do is go in here and shoot a bunch of those cysts. There's going to be 15 of them. Now having depth perception is really going to help you out when doing this, because you can see those things through walls and exactly where they're going to be at. But this was probably the biggest pain of doing this whole thing, to be honest. Once you finish clearing out the stronghold, you're going to make your way back to the ACV, and then the ACV is going to make its way over to the final boss. You're gonna have to activate a P&D, and then once you hold out there for a few minutes, that's when the new boss is gonna spawn in. Now don't worry, he is a little bit tanky, but he's not too tough, and once you complete this guy, he's gonna be dropping you the drum. Also, once you beat him, there's gonna be an exit portal right there, and if you did this exactly like I just showed you, you should have all 4 of the pieces, and you should be good to go to exfil. Now that we have all 4 of the pieces, we're gonna have to come back into our next match, and now we have to upgrade these things, starting off with the boxing gloves. If you make your way down to this building right here, if you guys realize there is a ring inside the building, just go ahead and jump inside of it, offer the boxing gloves, and then what you're gonna have to do is come over to the punching bags here and punch the bags from left to right. Once all 3 punching bags are on fire, there's gonna be a zombie that spawns in with boxing gloves. You're gonna have to get back inside the ring, and then you can melee that zombie to death, and once you do, he's gonna drop you the golden boxing gloves. Now we're gonna head up to the shooting range, which is up by the manor, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk up to this little thing here, and we are going to offer our target. Now a bunch of these targets are going to be popping up all over you that are blue, and if you headshot them, they're going to be turning red. Now some of these are a little bit tricky to find, so just look around and make sure that you get all of them. Once you've shot all of these things, they're going to be giving you the golden target. Once you've acquired the golden target, we're going to make our way up to the cemetery. Now this one took me a minute to find, but we're going to be sacrificing our mirror by this gravestone here. The zombie's going to pop up, and he's going to have a different color on him. Now for me, he was green, so I walked up to this thing where all of the ammo mods are going to be spawning, and just pick the correct one and shoot your zombie with that, and he should be dropping you the golden mirror. But now you have all 4 parts and they are all completely upgraded and ready to be placed on their pedestals up by the dark aether rift, so that way we can open this thing and actually go in there and complete some contracts. Now coming in here is going to be a lot tougher than when you're doing the story mission. Those are only tier 2 zombies. These ones really do feel like tier 3 zombies, so just make sure that you're really prepared to be coming in here. But once you're ready, go ahead and make your way up to the new dark aether rift, and each one of the pedestals will have a little picture of the items. Now you just need to match those up and place them on there. Once you have all of them on there, go ahead and activate the portal, and that's when a mimic is going to spawn out. Once you kill that mimic boss, he's going to end up dropping you a sigil. Go ahead and use that sigil to go into the dark aether. Now this does work pretty much just like the previous dark aether's done. We're going to have to come in here and complete a bunch of contracts, and once we get that elder sigil, we're going to be able to exfil out of here. We can come back in our next match, put that elder sigil in the other side of the aether rift, come into the elder dark aether, do these contracts again, and hopefully be able to get those schematics. So I'm going to run through the quickest way now that we're in here to grab all of these contracts and exactly where they're at, so you guys know where to find them. Now the very first one is actually really close to you when you spawn in, so when you spawn in, go ahead and turn around, go ahead and run the opposite way, and it's going to be in the building to your left. Now you're going to start hearing the bunny once you're inside of the building, and it's going to be in that little second story room. Starting this one is going to start an HVT contract. Now from my experience, the last few times that I've done it, I keep getting a mega abomination, so be prepared for that. Next we got the bunny that's going to be spawning on the very top of the mall. Now you can get up here without a scorcher case. You just need to either take the parking garage, or you can jump up from the truck and all the boxes that are on the side of the building. Now once you start this one, it's going to start a ether extractor contract just like from the previous dark aether. Now these are going to be the very same, just make sure that you bring yourself in plenty of monkey bombs or cashmeres, or if you're confident with your decoys, you can use those as well. But these contracts are pretty straightforward right here. Now the very last contract is going to be found on the tallest building in the dark aether, the one that is right across the street from the gas station. There is a ladder on one side of the building that'll take you all the way to the very top. The bunny's going to be sitting right on top of the doorway. But once we go ahead and activate this bunny, he's going to be starting a holdout mission over in the carnival area. And this one is going to be the same as the other dark aether as well. All we're going to have to do is come over here, activate the P&D, and just hold out in here for as long as we need to. But just remember, if this is your first time in here, you won't be getting those schematics. You're just going to be looking for those elder sigils, so that way you can come back in here and get these schematics. But once you've gotten yourself either the elder sigil or the schematics that you need, I do know of one extraction spot. I bet you there is more, but this one that I have found is going to be over on the side of the hill over here. I did try to pull up my map as much as possible just so I could show the locations, but I was forgetting a lot. It's been a long day, guys, excuse me. So throughout the day, I have made several runs in the elder dark aether in here, and I've been able to come out with 2 schematics in one run, and the only one that I'm missing right now is going to be the blood burner key. Unlike the previous dark aether, this one does not guarantee every single time. You're right, you guys are probably going to have to make multiple runs in here before you get all 3 of the schematics. But I do believe that is going to be about it, guys. That is how you can unlock the 3 brand new schematics that are here in Modern Warfare Zombies. If you guys enjoyed the video, or if you found it all informative, please do consider rocking that like button and subscribing to the channel if anybody is new. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing me lately. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will catch you in the next one.